creme brulee. 600 mils of double cream goes in a pan to be heated up. And for 600 mils of double cream, you will need 5 egg yolks. So separate the egg whites and the egg yolks. You'll only be using the egg yolks. The egg whites, you can use them to make some macarons or some, what are they called? Meringues. So 5 egg yolks. You'll need some demerara sugar for the brulee top. You'll also need some sugar to put in with the cream for your custard. Vanilla extract, vanilla essence, or vanilla bean. Forgot to get the vanilla bean, so I'm using vanilla extract. For this, I would probably use about a third of a 60 ml bottle, so about 20 mils or 1 tablespoon. So that goes in. Now, bring this to a gentle simmer. You do not want to boil the cream. Now, sugar we are going to use sugar. That goes in. Right, so you want to bring it to a gentle simmer. Now, I wouldn't use a whisk to stir it at this point because you don't want to be aerating it. We want a smooth custard, yeah? So, bring it to a gentle simmer. Now, whilst that's happening, what we can do is get the egg yolks and egg whites separated. Right, so what we need to do now is separate the egg white and the egg yolk. So, if you come on this side, Aaron's mum's filming me. Now, best way to do that is to use the shells as your separating tool. Now, I say that, and now that I'm being watched, I don't have the confidence to do it. There we go. So, egg whites separated. Now, I've found the best utensil for doing this is what right, so what God gave you or what you were born with is the best separating tool, your hands. So 5 egg yolks are required. So let me just get rid of those. Keep an eye on the cream. There we go. You don't want egg white in your brulee because you don't want a hard jelly-like pudding. We want it to be nice and soft and smooth. More like a yogurt consistency or a whipped cream consistency. So, sorry, I'm making a huge mess. It's 3. Ooh. So just form a slight gap between your fingers. This will help the egg white run through, or it should. There we go. Might want to help it along slightly. So that's 3, 4, and one more, and that will be us done with the yolks. And that's our 5th egg yolk. And to that, we will add some sugar and pour our warmed cream into the yolk mix. Okay, so we put some sugar in here, about a tablespoon. Mix it up with our yolks. Now, what you do not want to do is add all of your hot cream to this. Otherwise, you're going to end up with lovely, sweet, delicious scrambled eggs. Okay, so if we come and get an eye on the cream, once you start noticing the bubbles coming on the side, that's probably where you want it. Yeah? If you have a thermometer, even better. But once you notice the bubbles on the side, let's add a bit more heat. Right, there, as you can see, we've got the bubbles on the side. Turn it off. Okay, now the next bit you want to do carefully. Now, if you have another pair of hands, this helps immensely. What you need to be doing is stirring constantly. So this is the time probably it's best to transfer to a bigger bowl. Here, whilst whisking constantly, a little bit at a time. As I say, you don't want scrambled eggs. Now, you don't want to over whisk it. I've ended up with a lot of bubbles here. You're going to have to scoop away those bubbles or scrape away those bubbles with a spoon. This is basically your custard, because essentially that's what a creme brulee is. It's a set custard. Okay, so that's our custard mix done. Now, what I'm going to do, just for the aesthetics, is scrape off some of those bubbles. This also helps to get rid of a lot of the bubbles. Now, I've forgotten a step. I should have strained it. This is an important step. So let's scrape off this foam on the top. We do not want this. This is not going to be good for our custard, and we do not want scrambled eggs now. So we must be extremely careful. Right, that's our custard mixture done. Right, get yourself a double boiler, aka a bain-marie. So if you want to make individual ones, get yourself some ramekins, probably 6 ramekins, or a big dish like that. Strain your custard. And that is now ready to go into the oven. What you want is an oven at about 150 degrees centigrade. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but I'm sure you can find out on Google. I should have probably found that out for you beforehand. Or in the UK, gas mark 4, maybe as high as gas mark 5, but I'm going to play it on the safe side and do it gas mark 4. Now, what you want to do is take it out while it's still jiggly or maybe even slightly liquid in the center. When I say slightly liquid, it's still got a pronounced wobble in the center. And then cool it. So I've got a preheated oven, preheated to gas mark 4. Now for this size, I'll do it for about 45 minutes, half an hour to 45 minutes, in the middle of the oven. It needn't be any higher. So keep watching.